let's start our discussion. Number one, what kinds of teacher training or professional development do you think are necessary? Necessary to support students with autism, ADHD, or learning disabilities in regular classroom? Yeah. Teachers must train and teachers must learn about and study about their disabilities. Teachers need special training so they can support them. So specifically like ADHD, they cannot even concentrate the whole time. So teachers should give the lots of break time or time to understand. To so it means they have to wait to until they understand. And for autism, it depends on the degree. Like if some students who have a high degree of autism, it is almost impossible to engage them into their class. But teachers should understand the autism and they should make a clear cycle. Like it means in this time they should do this, and this at that time they should do this. For the normal students, they don't need that kind of like specific timetable. But for the autism, it is important to use that kind of clear and strict timetable because they can even make a big mistake. So yeah, teachers should make flexible teaching method, and also they should use lots of visual materials to make them more come in to their lecture, picture, videos, and or hands-on activities. This method can help students understand better, and teachers should learn classroom management skills, especially how to help students kind of autism or ADHD. And lastly, I think the teacher's roles for making a group like mentor system is really important because autism, even if teachers care about the students thoroughly, teachers cannot handle the whole autism students. So teachers need the volunteer of normal students who don't have any disabilities, so they can be a team leader to care their group members who have disabilities. Yeah, so I think that is the best way to make more inclusive classroom.
I think the best way is to go to special needs school because when teacher goes into that school, then they can get what happened and what challenges they face, and they also understand how to control them because there are teachers working in that school. Then they give the teachers in regular schools advice. So yeah, just going into school and then see what happened. And second is interact with the teachers with having disabilities. Yeah, there are some teachers even if they have disabilities.
Yeah.
So then they can give real solutions because they already have problem. So yeah, this is good way, I think.
Teachers need training in kind of universal design learning. It means it emphasizes that all the students can participate in the class, and also co-teaching with specialized professionals are also important to cooperate the students in the class as well.
so that teachers can predict some problematic behaviors of students and potential accidents in advance and prevent them. And I thought about the mandatory practicum in special education schools, so that just like the students in Department of Nursing, they spend part of their practicum in the Department of Disorders. So like that, pre-teachers also have to experience them before they become a real teacher.
Okay. Number 2, how can schools balance the needs of students with special needs while still maintaining academic standards and classroom management for the entire class? Schools can balance these needs by using flexible learning system and quite a special lecture. If the students feel helping the disability student is just a volunteering, they easily feel exhausted because they're just a student, not a volunteer people. So I think schools have to implement the mandatory education like subject. For example, like why we need to help them and why like empathy is important. If they implement or if they add this kind of subject, students gonna change their attitude. Helping helping the disability student is not just for them. It can be help. It can be benefit for us either. So this kind of thing can make a balance, and also teachers should keep clear rules and expectation for all students, but they have to realize that they have to grade or evaluate students depends on their each ability. So they don't need to make same rules to all students, because all disability students and without disability students, their academic performances are all different. So teachers should keep focus on the process, how they become more better than before. In this way, all students can learn together while still keeping academic performance and academic standards.
Actually, I searched about the Germany. Then they offer multiple layers of support to disabled students. So, for example, they offer assisted technology and modified exams, because some people have trouble with solving problem in time compared to the students without disability. And they also give extra time and alternative assignments. I think we need to do that because the students with disabilities have trouble with dealing assignments in time. So yeah, this kind of support would be good for the students with disability. But we have to make the different evaluation criteria.
And sorry for cutting your mention, but I just thought about some another support, like make some concerted counseling time, and schools can make that kind of place, and a teacher who is expertised in those disabilities education, because if that kind of teachers come into school, they can help to handle the argue or like accident situation. Teachers, normal teachers, even if they trained hard for the disabilities like special needs education, they are just one, so they cannot handle the whole situation. So if schools bring no, I don't know, but if they bring some specialized expertise teacher, it might be help.
Yeah, actually Germany
Yeah.
have this system. In regular school, they have specialized teachers to help the students with disability.
And those teachers are not the teacher who teach the subject, right?
Yeah, they just
Only
help
assist.
the students with disability during the class.
During class.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I understand.
Differentiation instruction is
Mhm.
the good way to balance these needs, because I remember that when I was a middle school student, middle school implemented they divided 3 groups, and so students who are aware about some subjects, so each group divided between students who were
Divided into academic, like
degree,
performance degree.
of academic. So also my class has a student who intellectual disability. She also participated this class, and this system operates well. So it will be a good way to balance these needs.
Okay.
I think assigning a supporting teacher for each student in need is the most practical way. And when I was an elementary school student, there was a special class separately, and each one student were assigned to one class, all the classes. So in my class there was a student who has intellectual disorders, and I think almost always a supporting teacher was with him. I think it is the most practical way to continue the class.
For number 3, in what ways might inclusive education benefit not only students with special needs, but also students without disabilities in terms of empathy, cooperation, and social awareness? At first, I think this kind of special needs education and this kind of inclusive education only benefit for disability students, because for the normal students who are focused on the original education, Korean education system, they just want to learn fast, hard, deep, and great. But so I think at first this kind of education is only for disability students who cannot even concentrate in the class. But as we learn about this topic more deep in our previous class, my thought was changed. Yeah, I think inclusive education helps all students. Students without disabilities can learn empathy, cooperation, and social awareness, because as Kyungwon mentioned in our previous class, school is a society, but like little society. So we must learn not only for the subject, but also we have to learn about the social thing. But if they just learn about math, Korean, English, they have a lack of social awareness and social skills. But if they help disability students, and if they have lots of experience and special situation with disability students, they will improve in their inner mind, so they can eventually get a kind emotion or some open-minded. So I think not only for the practical subjective intelligence is important, but this kind of social skills are also important. So in the future, the students who don't have any disabilities but who have an experience about helping those disability students can live a better life and more inclusive society. They can fit into the social more easily.
Okay. Yeah, my answer is school is basically a leader society. So I think when we think about society, we live all together,
Yeah.
regardless of your state of health. So I think schools have to offer same opportunity to all students. So yeah, if normal students have the chance to handle the students with disability, then they can get lesson what they have to behave and how to respect when they meet disabled student, and even when they meet them in society. So yeah, this could be very helpful to the normal students, and yeah, they can also improve their empathy by helping them in classroom and during some activity together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In society, we face this kind of the disabled quite often. So, inclusive school can help how to communicate with these kind of students who disabled. So, although we can learn how to communicate them with just textbooks, but if we or exist or in the same place, then we can know how to deal with more. So, inclusive schools can help not only the disabled, but also we normal general students.
Yeah.
I think inclusive education is quite helpful for students without the disabilities, in that it can help them to regard the cooperation with the peers in need as a kind of usual situation, not a special one, so that they may feel when we became other than when we meet someone has a disability, we can actually I am not that comfortable to handle them because I actually don't have fluent knowledge about them. But if I had experience with the peers who has disability, then I can handle them well without comfort.
Question number 4. What are some reasons communities oppose building special education schools nearby? And how might these objections be addressed through policy or education campaigns? Yeah, some neighbors, communities oppose special education schools because they are worried about their safety and the decrease of housing. Honestly, I did not agree about it, but because I have no experience about buying some house and care about my price of the house, but yeah, some communities are worried about those kind of things. Some people also have a less knowledge, like misunderstanding about disability. So they even have a big bias of them, include me. If I did not experience about uh, helping those special needs students, I always um, wear a sunglasses, like buy a sunglasses to um, to like meeting or um, while facing them, because I always worry about difference. I I have less. I don't have any. I don't have any my mindset about understanding difference. It is hard for me to understanding difference because all, in my whole life I think why they don't do this, like why they are different of me. This is my like character. So, but as I have experience about helping them, and while I'm talking with their parents or friends, I can understand just a little bit about them. And after that experience, when I meet someone who have a like Down syndrome, autism, or I cannot even find ADHD, but if I've met them, if I met them, I have a different attitude compared to my past attitude. So I think this kind of problems come from the lack of knowledge about disability. So to solve this, governments must run education about disabilities, and they have to make lots of TV programs related to those disabilities, so they can easily understand and know about disabilities. And it is hard to make them understand in one TV program or one like lecture. But if government or school keep trying to make lots of programs to understand them, I think in the future, people who are worried about their decrease of housing price or safety will change their attitude. Um, and also, they can also share. The government can also share positive examples and real stories. 3 weeks ago, while I'm taking a haircut, I watched some TV program. From nowadays, we have lots of relationship program. Like a relationship, is it correct? Like
Dating?
yeah, dating program. But in those TV program, the participate people is all disability people. Yeah, autism, and yeah, most of them are autism or Down syndrome.
Oh, I watched it.
Yeah, I just realized that, but yeah, in that TV programs, like the director picked like five male participant and female participant who has Down syndrome or autism, and they have a dating like per day, changing their mate per day, and they have lots of activity and lots of strange and funny situations, cry, fight, eating. And while I'm watching, at first, it is, I think, it might be hard to watching those programs to few people, because they many people don't want to watch the different appearance, right? But for me, I in those situations while I'm taking a haircut, I can memorize, I can remember my situation about helping autism students, and they are just high school students, so I cannot even imagine their situation in dating or relationship. But while I'm watching those TV programs, I realized that those people who have disabilities are all men or women. They can feel same as us, like love, like nervous, shy. So it is quite interesting for me. So if government keep, I don't know the government, the main purpose. If the government's purpose to make those kind of TV program is to make our to change our bias, I think it is quite effective. If those kind of lots of TV program gonna be occur, I think people can change their mindset, and eventually communities cannot even oppose the building special education schools nearby. Yeah, so good policies should focus on inclusion, equality, and the main purpose is respect all the different people.
I also have same opinion with you. This kind of TV program make people's mind, because when they see they can know they are not different with us,
Yes.
because they have same desire like love, and they also dream of same situation with us. And also this program reminds of me about the actor on 우리들의 프로듀서. There is one actor with Down syndrome. Yeah. The actor also changed my mind about the people with disabilities. Because I never imagined the actor with Down syndrome.
Yeah.
So this may change my mind. So I think this kind of TV program would be very helpful for our society. Yeah.
Oh,
So
what was the name?
Name? I'm not sure, but
well, I watched on YouTube recently.
same as me.
Mm.
But I watch those program in the television, live television. So I think those programs are running.
Maybe Iori comes out as a
Eerie.
This is kind of a little popular recently.
Yes, it is quite entertaining. It's quite funny.
I like watching dating programs, but I haven't heard about the program. So.
And for other experience about disabilities people, in my parents' working place, customer, like actually she is a patient. My woman whose age is 37 or 40, but she act like 12 or 15 because her inner develop is just stopped at 15. But I watched some interesting situation. She is look like unusual, like different as us, but she is a woman, and women like to decorate themselves, like using lots of accessory. So my mother give her some unused accessory that my mother didn't use, and her face gonna be really happy, and she just wear immediately and run around to the nearby local market and like proud of herself. And while I'm watching that, I realized that those kind of disabilities people feel same, because when we buy new cell phone or when we buy some new clothes, we feel really happy, and we feel I think we feel the same thing with them. So those kind of experience tell me that we are all same people. So I think we can add this kind of thing into this question.
I want to add some opinion. I think the reason why some community oppose building special education schools is because they have wrong prejudice. So, as you said, the TV program can function changing people's mind. And the second reason, some people have many politicians tended to listen to the people who oppose the building special schools, because many politicians just only take care about their election result, but the students and parents with disability are minority. So I think politicians also should be changed their mind.
It's a good idea.
Okay. This is typical NIMBY phenomena. So I'm not sure these like special education schools really down the price of house. So the residents just fear about that, and the I think yes, right, almost similar was said in like facility, like government build like a gym or library facilities to like a community center nearby the these special education schools can make this build well.
I think especially parents of students without disabilities may oppose the building special education schools nearby, because actually parents want their children to go academics after school, but I think the kind of school decides the surroundings. So if there is a special education school, then lots of facilities related to those disease or disorders may be built around the school. So I think the parents of general students want to move their house with highly academic. So I think the issue about price of houses are not just bias. It can be lower because
real problem. Okay, question number 5. How can schools provide effective emotional and psychological support for students with invisible disabilities such as anxiety disorders or trauma-related behavior problems? Those kind of disabilities is hard to support because it is hard to even find it. It is not that visible compared to other autism or Down syndrome. So most of the students who have this kind of anxiety disorders or trauma disorder are not that extrovert. Like they are all, I think those students are introvert. So teachers should make lots of time to counsel them in person, one by one, and they have to keep focus on them and ask them, how's your school life nowadays, and do you have any problems? And at first they feel nervous even in the personal situation, but after if the time goes on, they will change it into open mind, and they can easily tell their own problem or concern to teacher, and teachers can handle them using lots of program, or they can even solve the problem. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is only not the only way, but for my opinion, this is the most effective way to solve and help those disorder students.
Basically, noticing invisible disability is very hard.
Yeah.
So I think as a teacher, they should try to notice a little difference about them, because the people who have anxiety disorders or trauma related behavior problems, I guess they tended to hide their emotion, and
Yeah.
so I think if teachers didn't notice a difference, a little difference, then they cannot understand what happened to them. So yeah, they try to take care of them very carefully first, and also schools can provide emotional support program, and yeah, I think this is the best way, because schools and teachers are not hospital and are not
Yeah.
doctors, so our teacher's role is just notice and provide some program and try to talk with them about the issue.
It's hard to find invisible difficulties, so at the beginning of semester, students have to know which students have this disability to send student information, and this teacher just can counseling or care about a little bit, and each invisible disability is a kind of disease, so they have to go to hospital regularly. So teacher's role is just they can communicate other students where just this.
I want to add something like my friend, one of my best friends, have a high degree of anxiety disorder. So he always worry about his future, like exam that he is preparing now, and he is now a university student in some school in Seoul, and he used the counseling service really efficiently, because the counseling teacher is really different from ordinary person. They have lots of intelligence and lots of information about counseling, so they can easily make the atmosphere more calm and comfortable. So even my friends are so introvert to save his life, but in that period, just 1 hour per week, but in that 1 hour, he told me that I think I have a diverse character, because in the outside he's so introvert and always worry about his life, but in that 1 hour he is act like as a normal people who is always talk easily and um, like get advice from other people. So I think schools can even make a special counseling um, place, and they can get a volunteer, or they can ask the students to get a discount of counseling service, but in a private, because if it is not private, anxiety or trauma related behavior, students gonna be easily worry about it. So if this kind of counseling system is working in a private, I think it will help them to solve their own problem. Okay.
I think in addition to the counseling, school can provide them a detailed schedule for school curriculum, and they can announce any expected event, because I think the students with anxiety or trauma related problem can feel anxiety easily when they have to face unexpected events.
Yeah.
So I think such a detailed schedule or a regular announcement can be helpful for them.
Question number 6. What role should parents and guardians play in advocating for or participating in their children's special education plans, and what happens when that support is lacking? I think parents plays an important role in supporting their children, because parents is people who know their children most. So they should communicate with teacher and even the friends of their children about their own child's needs, and they can also help make decision about learning plans. But they don't do it in a high level. Like it can be easily get into the intervene, right? Like in my experience, I always mention about my experience. The students that I care, his mother is so strong and scared. So when she comes to our school, and she always check the bottle of the water, and if the water level is too high, she mother like argue, make a high voice to us. Why you don't make my child drink a lot? Wow. So this kind of situation is intervening, but little bit of like they can even let them know about the children's allergic problem, or some favorite food. It will be nice, but if the degree of the making decision is really high, it can intervene. So proper level of engaging in their school life is gonna be more effective to handle them. And when parents are involved, students receive better support, because students know the disability students well, so they can easily help them. But if this kind of support is lacking, students may not help them well, because they don't know and they are worried about even touching them and asking them. So I think communication is most important. So their parents come into school and talk to their another peers. My child is like this, and he or she his favorite food is this, so you can easily play with this kind of thing. So if those communication will activate it, students and even teachers can easily handle, and I think they can be more friendly. So eventually, the atmosphere of helping them is more warm. Warm. Yeah.
I have same opinion with you. Parents are only one to know about the child
Yeah.
most, so they can let the teachers about the child and what they like and what they dislike.
Yeah.
So what they hate. So if they give this information to teachers, then teachers can handle their child very
Yeah.
well. But without any this background, then teachers can face some difficulties. Like, do you know the Jumi?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
and he
Yeah.
Mm.
He's
had some problem with
Mm.
his child teachers.
Yeah.
This is like because they didn't communicate with
well.
each
Yeah.
other. So yeah, so they need to interact with
School
sufficiently.
more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when his parental support is lacking, students often face a disconnect between home and school. So, parents is the most important to disabled children. I heard from my friend. He is a teacher. But, last year, his class has a disability student, so they plan to go trip another region to go. My friend said to student, if you want to go to trip, you had better to participate your parents together,
Yeah.
because we don't have a special teacher to care him, so it would be it would be better to come to your parents
Yeah.
together. After the student said this praise to his mom, his mom was so annoying because her mom has they ignore the recognize his son. So my son is normal,
Yeah.
not a disability. So why you
Treat him as a
yeah
disability
disability?
student.
So I heard this instant, and I think parents' role is very important.
Yeah. And parents also know their child more perfectly, because Mino's experience and my experience are almost similar. The children who has disability that I supported, his mom always told us that my child is not different. He can even like dance or sing in my home, but he cannot even shaking his hand. But her mom has a like misunderstanding about this son, because I understand about his mom's mind, because she always want to make her child in a normal student, because honestly the reason why he became disability is accident, in a fire accident. It is really detailed, like too much information, but his mother and father are divorced, and the student who has a disabilities actually just a normal student, but 1 week he go to mother and 1 week he go to father, and when the season he have to meet his father, that place is all burned. So he burned all of his body except her face, like here. So all of the body is burned out, and so the texture is it correct? But it's all different and weird. And her brain is also a little bit burned. So he changed to autism. So his mother always remember his son's normal attitude. So I understand, but for as a teacher and supporter in school, we are quite exhausted about um, his mother's request because it is almost impossible. So I think the most important thing is parents must know their children's degree of disabilities in a perfect way. They have to understand their son and realize my son is a little bit different. So this kind of attitude gonna be more
Then-
important.
Then do you think school should persuade them? Your child?
Yeah, but it is almost impossible. So in my experience, most of the teachers are leave in 3 months to avoid those kind of. But I think schools must try to understand and make their parents change their mindset. But school principal and like by principal, like first, second head, don't care about it. They just eat lunch delicious. They don't want to care about it. So all of this problem is related to teacher, special education teacher, and supporter. So we don't want to care about them because it is hard for us to do it. Sorry.
My opinion was almost same. Parents should act as an information provider about their child because they know well about their child's strengths, weakness, and some characteristics.